Come on, Bear, let's go. Let's go garden. What a beautiful day. Hello, darling.
Hi.
Wow, this looks so good. Lovely. Y'all are doing awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this high tunnel full of food. Isn't that extraordinary? I'm actually picking some peppers. Oh, that sun is right behind me. I'm picking some peppers here. I'm still getting lots of these habanadas. And what I found is that I like the flavor a lot better when they first start to turn. They get more like pungent, the darker orange they get, but at first they're still really fruity. They're still really good even when they've been orange for a minute. But I'm picking these to take, I've got an appointment I'm going to, so I'm gonna take some peppers to share. One of my favorite things about having a little farm is just taking little produce blessings wherever I go. Just giving people produce all the time and eggs. It's so fun. Sometimes I look at Bear and I just think he's sitting there admiring the farm, living his best life as a farm dog. Is that right, baby? Look at this beautiful oasis. So lovely. Changing by the day, it feels like. These peppers just hang over and they're so covered in fruit. If I had really anticipated how productive they were going to be, I probably would have done something different here, but it is what it is now. Look at that. Look at all those peppers. And look how many are on these habanadas that aren't ripe yet. I think we'll be eating these all the way up to the frost. I've started to notice my first bit of pest pressure here in the high tunnel. I haven't done anything up until this point. These plants have not even had any organic pesticides or anything on them. But I'm gonna have to probably come out here and put some BT or diatomaceous earth on them here pretty soon. I think at the end of this year, the single pepper that I will absolutely 100% grow more of next year are shishito peppers. And I've posted about them a handful of times, but these are so easy to enjoy. Just blistering them in a pan with some oil and putting some good salt on them, and then making like an aioli dipping sauce with mayo and paprika and lime juice and garlic. Oh my gosh, makes my mouth water just thinking about it. So good. And they were really, really prolific. I wished I'd had more this year just because we've really enjoyed eating them. I've really enjoyed being able to share them with friends, and I only had a few plants, and that's actually provided a lot of peppers. But I think next year I'll probably grow maybe like a few more, so we can really have a lot. Now here at the end of the season, they're producing a whole lot. The plants have really like forked out and gotten a lot bigger, and I'm able to come out on a day like this and pick multiple pints of these peppers. But when they first got started, I wished then, that's when I really wished that I had more of them. So next year I can change that. I feel like there are two kinds of people in the world. There are the kinds of people who are prepared for all scenarios, and there are the kinds of people who are always juggling stuff back in from the garden. One more very exciting happening from today. I set down all my peppers. I found a bucket to hold them in. But look. One of our new blue layers from Marie McMurray Hatchery is laying. So I don't know if this is an Americana or a crested cream leg bar, but this egg looks pretty green. It's hard to tell. And so that's got to be one of the Whiting True Greens. Either way, pretty excited to start having color in the egg basket again. It's a little bit later in the evening, and we just got home a little bit ago. I had to finish cooking dinner. But we go to our family chiropractic appointments once a week. And look at this pretty girl. Wow, that looks so good, Malia.
Thank you.
Y'all check this out. So Nana's been doing a lot of her painting in the morning, but Malia has to do her school online while she's here. Look at that. Wow, that looks so good. That's amazing. This is so pretty. So Malia's been painting in the evenings. Oh, this is awesome. Y'all done so good. This is beautiful from the window. I guess you can't see because that tree's in the way. My window is right there on the end of the house where my piano is, and I sit in the mornings. You can look out and see this. It's gonna be so awesome.
I'm just trying to cram in as much as I can.
Yeah, so Malia's flying home tomorrow. Sad day. We're always glad when we get to hang out with her. I was really hoping these piggies would have their babies while she was here, but they have not. I double checked it and I looked. I'm pretty sure we put the sows in with Gerard on June 26th, which was 110 days ago. And pigs are pregnant for 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, which is 114 days. And so they could not be due for a few days. I thought we could have put them in a few days before then. I wasn't 100% sure when it was, but either way, they're very, very close. Hey guys, what are you doing?
Ava's over your back.
Yeah, I saw Ava was here. Cactuses? Oh yeah, you found a cactus back there, huh?
Oh, isn't I building something?
Yeah, your cousin, that's right.
Okay, good. If I got it wrong, I would have been no.
Y'all playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, all of our nieces and nephews love coming over to the farm and adventuring with the boys out in the fields. All right, I just came back here to check on the girls. I see Fanny and Doris. I do not see Clementine. Hey, honey. Are you okay? I don't know, guys. I think she's in labor. I'm pretty sure she's in labor and not hopped up. Nope. I'm pretty sure she's having babies. Okay, and so we need to not have any kids in here. Hold on. I need to explain this to you. So if you go tell the other kids, you need to tell them quietly and say, hey, listen, I gotta tell you a secret. Don't scream, okay? We gotta stay quiet because mommies, when they're having babies, they need to feel extra safe, okay? Okay, so can you make sure? Yeah, so y'all stay back. I don't want her to know you guys are really close. This is definitely labor. So I'm gonna kind of stay back here. I don't wanna get all up on her. All of our pigs will let us pet on them and stuff, but I wouldn't call them super bonded to us. I don't know. I've seen people who have pigs that are like very lovey-dovey, but I think it's probably pretty typical for them to be somewhat, you know, on their own. So I'm just gonna kind of be a spectator here. I'm not gonna try to get involved at all. I'm so happy that I caught it. I'm gonna try to go in to the other side of the house and see if I can get a better look. It's getting dark and I don't have any light back here. I don't want to stress her out by keeping a bright light on her, so I'm probably gonna keep it sort of low key to be able to watch this. I'm gonna get a flashlight just so I can get looks now and again, but I'm not gonna try to film a whole lot of this. It's getting really dark, but I love getting to witness birth. Even on a farm with the animals, it is still so moving to me. I actually was a birth photographer before I closed my photography business to really focus on the farm. But I loved birth so much that I had made a business out of photographing it and being in the room when babies were born. And I promise, like, I've been in many births and they never cease to just completely amaze me. I cry every time. I'm always just absolutely in awe to be present. It was crazy because whenever I felt like it was time to lay that down, it felt like such a massive sacrifice to me. I didn't know how any of this farm thing would unfold, but I knew I felt led to it, and I knew that laying the birth photography business down was part of it. And I thought I was giving up ever getting to witness birth. Now I still get to go and photograph a birth occasionally for like friends or family members, but it's funny how getting to witness births like this, I don't know, it just feels like a really sweet thing because I I didn't lose as much as I thought I was going to, as it turns out. Malia came back here. She's gonna sit in here and watch with me. I'm just sitting here listening right now.
I've never even been here for a goat.
This is your first birth to see on the farm, huh?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So,
Less stressful.
yeah.
Yeah, pigs are pretty hands-off when it comes to birthing. Like, they don't really need help as often. Yeah, see, she's making a little mess. I just got a look at her backside. No piglet presenting yet, but there's definitely a lot of movement going on back there. Well, I did just say after I walked away from you painting, I was really hoping she would get to see those piglets. Alright, so it is about an hour and a half after the last little clip, and I decided to go inside for a little bit and give her some space, because as much as I want to watch these babies born, her feeling relaxed and having a smooth labor is really the most important thing, even if that means I'm not sitting right here. So I went inside to eat some dinner and just came back out to check on her, and I don't see any babies yet. She's definitely got some discharge. I'm not really worried, and this first stage can take some hours. Earlier I felt like maybe she was pushing, and that started to alarm me because nothing was happening, but I don't think she was actually pushing. Like, now that I've observed her a little bit more, I think she was mostly just trying to get comfortable. She's definitely got a lot of discharge, so it's going to be tonight, but it might not be just yet. She's having contractions, but they're a little spaced out, and she's able to get some sleep and rest. It's like 9 p.m. and she's kind of like rolling around, not quite getting comfortable. I haven't seen her do anything yet that really feels like active pushing, so I think probably everything's still just getting into position and opening up. And she's startled a few times when she sees me standing here, so I'm going to give her a little more space. Hopefully I don't miss the first baby coming out, but if I do, it's okay. She's going to have several, and I'm going to check on her here and again in about 30 more minutes. It's 30 minutes later. I'm about to head back out there, take another look at Clementine. I don't have a ton of experience with pigs farrowing. We've only had pigs for a few years. We've only had 2 experiences with this. Now, Clem is not a first-time mom. Like, she's had a litter before, and that means there's kind of less risk, you know. Once they've had one smooth farrowing, usually it's pretty smooth sailing from there. I just got off the phone with my friend Jason and Robin from Big Bear Homestead, which they're very seasoned pig farmers, and just got some advice from them, things to look for to make sure that we're in the clear. If there was something wrong, I'm not 100% sure what I would do about it. This pig weighs well over twice as much as I do, and honestly, pigs are so strong. Like, the idea of being able to get my hand in her to try to intervene, I mean, I suppose there are people who have had to do it, but I'm just really hoping everything's okay. I really want to see you have a baby, Mama. You okay? It's about 11, and I went out about 30 minutes ago. Still nothing. I'm not exactly like concerned. I don't feel great about it, but it's kind of one of those things that if it were the middle of the day and it was taking this long, it wouldn't stress me out at all, because I would know that I was going to be able to keep an eye on it. But it's 11 o'clock at night. I just came in, took a shower. My hair is still wet, so I'm just going to stick it in a hat and go check out again. I'm really, really hoping that she will have started dropping piglets. You probably want a jacket. It's pretty chilly out there. Speaking of the cool temperatures, it's not like cold, it's nowhere near freezing, but it is a little on the chilly side, and I was hoping that would be fine. I mean, honestly, I'm just worrying. I'm just being a worrier, and I should stop, because they've had babies in January before and it was fine. But I did ask my friend Jason that, and he said that it was no problem, that they've had pigs throw during a snowstorm. So I got my flashlight. I'm gonna get some boots on. Malia's gonna go with me on this one, and hopefully we're about to see some babies.
How long has she been in birth? I mean, labor?
I found her right before sunset in early labor, and she had very little discharge then, so It's pretty normal for that to last some hours. Here, I'm gonna use the light from my phone because that light messes with the camera. Oh, there is one. Yep, I see a baby. That is good to see. Good job, Mama.
Baby's under the straw.
Oh, look, he's
Is he trying to come over here? Or is it just getting warm?
Yeah, it's probably just getting warm burying down in there.
So cute.
Oh, here we go. You see the way her tailbone just kind of curled down a little bit. She's bearing down, I think. Bless his little heart. I feel bad for him. It's like...
He's all alone right now.
Yeah, no. Good morning, guys. So it's pretty early the next morning. The sky's just kind of starting to lighten, as you can see back there. I'm waiting on Malia to get dressed. I'm making coffee. Oh, goodness. I want to catch you up before we go outside. Last night, Clem had the one piglet, which we saw. And I waited out there for a while, and they're supposed to have them every 15 minutes after they start. And if an extended period of time goes, either they're done or something could be wrong. Brucey goosey. And I waited out there for, we probably waited for about 30 minutes. And the piglet on the ground was not super fresh. Like, it had been out for at least a few minutes cleaned up. It didn't just come out. And so I was a little bit concerned. I came inside. At this point, you know, it's past 11. And that's usually when I turn into a pumpkin. And so I came in and I was talking to Jeremiah, and he said, well, I'll go out and look. I woke back up at 2, and he was in bed. And so I didn't wake him up. I just got up and I was gonna go out and take a look for myself. And I picked my phone up to use the light, and he had texted me, the second piglet just came out and is alive. And that's all he'd said. And so I thought, okay, we're fine. Like, the labor is moving. So I just woke up this morning and Jeremiah was getting up, and I said, well, I'm gonna go out and count piglets. And he said there were 6 when I came in. Apparently, the second one was really runty, and he said he wasn't 100% sure how that was gonna do, but and it apparently was kind of holding things up. And so it was alive when it came out. He said she was cleaning it up, but then after that they started coming really fast. So I just woke Malia up, and we're gonna go out and count piglets. You're not gonna count piglets with me. You don't like the electric fence, is that right? It's starting to sprinkle some rain. Here's this morning sunflower. So I had a dream last night that there were 12 piglets, but then they turned into kittens. So I think we can safely say that probably wasn't prophetic. It was definitely one of those nights of like restlessness. We have weird dreams. I love the farm at first light. But I don't see Fanny. What if she started having babies too? Oh goodness, Malia. Hey, Mama. Oh, there's the little ones. Good job, Mommy. 6.
Oh, there's a lot of black ones.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, Mama. Good job. Well, 6 is what she had last time, so she looks good. She looks way more alert, obviously, than she did in the night. Oh.
I want that tiny one.
It is really tiny. So I bet that really big black one down by her booty, that's the one that came out first, and then that little runty one was second. And Gerard. He's like, let me see my babies. All right, let's find Fanny, because she usually comes running, and she could be in this house, but I don't see her, which makes me think she's probably down here. What are you doing? Oh, she has babies too. Fantastic.
Oh my god. That's the best surprise ever.
I think she's still having them. Hey, Mama. Well, how about that? What a baby-filled day. Hey, love. Yeah, I can only see 2, and she had 7 last time. So I really doubt that she's done. I wish she had not chosen to have them down here, but oh well. This is where she feels safe. All right, girly. What do you think about all this, Doris? Maya came out. I texted him from out here and said, I need you in the pig yard ASAP. And he thought, what's wrong with her? And I was like, Fanny's having babies in the IBC tote, and I don't know if we should move her. So he came out and looked, and he said we should not. We should leave her there because she's already had 2. She's being very aware of them. There's enough space behind her to be able to clear, you know, having them and get around cleaning them up. It's not ideal, but that's where she chose, and so that's where she feels safe. And because of that, we're gonna leave her there. Keep an eye on it. Once the babies are all born, we can move them up to the barn. It's easier to contain them in here. We've got it built where if they get out, there are these little gate panels, these hog panels. So that way they don't end up wandering off and ending up like in the water or through a fence or whatever. But we're just gonna leave her where she is for right now. She won't mind being moved after she's done having them. Last time she had them in the middle of the yard and we moved them into the barn and it was fun. So very eventful night and morning on the homestead. Thank you for hanging out with us during it. I'll give you an update, final count of our current piglet situation on the next vlog. And bless you guys. Until next time.